Hey guys, Kenny here. I got a really good viewer request review for you. It's about the Mortal Kombat Rebirth little test trailer that was made. I have to say that I really am impressed with it. I've seen it a few times to know what it's about, and what I really was pleased with was how stark, dark, and ominous, and say how gritty the images and the atmosphere of it is. And it was very good to see Aquajai White as Jax, or Jackson Briggs. And this time he's some kind of a police officer. From what I remember in the game, I think he was I think he might have been a boxer. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the game, but it's a good spin on him, and I liked his portrayal. Dark voice and gruff. Um, every bit of his dialogue was spot on, perfect. I also liked back to the very beginning. I liked how the helicopters looked at the beginning. I know they were computer generated, but they look really good. So that tells me that if this does happen, the computer generated imagery in this movie, if it does get made, could really be good. And back to the actual plot of this trailer. I really did like how Jax set up the whole Mortal Kombat tournament by tossing out the folders for various different people. Baraka, there was Baraka, and Baraka. Can't remember who else there was. But it was very good. I was very happy with how it turned out. And I think that if this were to be an actual movie, this would be an incredible reboot to the fading franchise. Because after Annihilation, there was almost no hope for another Mortal Kombat, and probably for good reason. That Annihilation was shit, truthfully. I liked how he introduced all the characters, Jax, by giving a little background to each and every one of them, and going into really significant detail on each and every one of them in a short amount of time, talking about who they were before they became the killers that they're known for. And Johnny Cage, he had a really good fight with Baraka. That was incredible. Bone crunching, hard hitting, balls to the wall, bloody, but you hear bones cracking, things breaking, furniture breaking. had a bunch of kicking as well, fly kicking. Ugh, that was very good. See, I know there had to be some other people besides Baraka. But I really did like how the character Scorpion was shown in it for say a good 5-6 minutes. He was in the dark. All you saw were his arms and his upper body. All his face and neck are all in the dark. And then when he started talking, he was still in the dark. It was also very good to see Sonya Blade in this, and I can't remember the actress's name, but I remember her very well from Star Trek Voyager. Oh, she looked very good in this. It looked like she hasn't aged very much at all. She looked very, very good. And I liked how Scorpion was shown once the light was on him and he was about to walk out the door of that interrogation room. I don't know if his eyes were rolled up or rolled down. Oh, up. But you saw white in his eyes. And oh, that was so impressive. I loved how he was shown. And the music was also very good. The acting in the trailer was also quite good. Oh, this is the first person, Reptile. It was very good to see Reptile in this, showing he has a skin disorder where it's like his skin grows outward, and then his eyes are blood. No, it's never really eyes, and he eats meat in this. Reptile, very, very good. Taking off a guy's head and then putting their heads in the fridge, and then you see him take a head out in a trash bag and he opens it and he eats meat in it. That was he was fantastic. So I think that was it. Just I have people that he was talking about, the Reptile and Baraka. I love the first scene you see Baraka in this, where he's washing his hands and then he has his left arm in the sink, and then he takes his arm out and you see this long surgical blade, or whatever that blade is. So I don't know if there's anything else I have to say on Mortal Kombat Rebirth, but if this has great potential to be a incredible reboot to the franchise of Mortal Kombat, the movie franchise. This could start a whole new series if this does get off the ground, which I know there are probably many people who think that it might not take off, but I'm all for this. I don't know if anyone else is, but I found this kick-ass all the way through. It looked beautiful. The acting was spot on. The dialogue was incredible. The cinematography was gorgeous. The fight scene that was in it was awesome. And I don't know if there's anything else I can say, but I'm all for this if it does ever get made. So I think that's all I have to say on Mortal Kombat Rebirth, the test trailer. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.